welcome to another video. If you recognize this shirt, it's because I haven't moved since I filmed my spring wrap up. But here we go with my summer TBR. So these are all of the books that are on my radar for the summer season, June, July, and August, that I hope to read during these summer months. So let's dive into it. I've got 10 books on this list. So some of them are carryovers from my spring TBR, some of them are new things that are on my radar. The first one is The Gilded Ones by Namina Forna. I have owned this book for a year, and I'm pretty sure it's been on my TBR the whole time for that year, but like seriously, this is probably going to be the next book I pick up. I want to read it. This is an advanced early edition that I got, and since then it has been formally published and people have given it good reviews. I want to read it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The next book that I'd like to read this summer is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I am determined to finish the Throne of Glass series this year. I hope to read more than just this book in the series, but this is the only one I'm committing to over the summer. We'll see. If this is really good, I'll probably keep going and end up reading more of the series, but we'll see how that goes. The next book I'd like to get to this summer is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. So this is a book I honestly don't know too much about. I just love the cover. And I'm pretty sure I heard it was inspired by the story of Mulan. So that also particularly intrigued me. I've owned this book for over a year, so it's about time that I read it. The next book that I'd like to get to this summer is A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I own it. I've owned this book for over a year. I read An Ember in the Ashes a year ago, and then I just haven't picked this up. Mostly because there was twofold. I only felt so about An Ember in the Ashes, and I didn't know when the final book in the series was going to be published at the time. Now the series is complete, and I've heard very good things about it, so I do want to actually commit to finishing that, starting with the next book in the series, A Torch Against the Night. I don't even remember what An Ember in the Ashes was about. This whole TBR video is going to be pretty short because some of these books I have just heard about, or I just own, or the cover was interesting, and I do not know enough about to give you like a full blurb. If you're interested in any of them, I will link the I'm not very good at putting links in the description down below, but I will do my best to link the books Goodreads so you can read more about what they're about if you want to know more. I don't know, I think I said more way too many times in that sentence. The next book I want to read in the summer is The Gathering Storm by Robert Jordan. That will be the 12th book in the Wheel of Time series, and oh my gosh, I can't believe we're so close to finishing it. I only put The Gathering Storm on my summer TBR, but I kind of hope that this summer my boyfriend and I finish the Wheel of Time series. I think we can do it. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, The Gathering Storm, the 11th book in the Wheel of Time series, and fear not, I will have a vlog up for that as well when I start to read it. That should go up in July, I think. The next book I'd like to read in the summer is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Owned this for a few months. Have heard mixed reviews. Some people really love it, some people really hate it, but I am intrigued. I don't know too much about it, but that's part of what intrigues me. I like the cover, and I kind of just want to give it a shot. The next book I'd like to read is From Blood and Ash by Evan Winter, and I've owned this book for a year, and I haven't read it. I have it on Kindle, and I want to read it. The first two books are out now. I don't know how long the series is going to be, but I am very interested. It's a world that has dragons, and men and women have different powers that allow them to interact in different ways with the dragons, and there's a warrior who is like betrayed by his army and sets out to become like the best warrior ever to get revenge. Like, I want to read more. So this is the season. The next book I want to read is The Host by Stephenie Meyer. So say what you will about the Twilight series, say what you will about her as a person, I don't know. I do know that for many years, from like 6th through 12th grade, The Host was my favorite book. I read it once a year, every year. It was the first book I read every like New Year's. Like New Year's hit, I'd pick up The Host, read it. I kept tally marks for how many times I've read this book all the way through. It is at least 5, and I'm pretty sure there's 1 or 2 reads I haven't counted. Like, I think that's just this particular edition. And I also have the mass market paperback and the ebook. So I love this book. It's a standalone sci-fi romance. It's good. I like it. Like, when my boyfriend and I first started dating, I told him this was my favorite book, and he was so skeptical. He did not think it was going to be good, and then he started to read it and then could not stop. Okay, I like this book. I really, really do. That being said, it's been a very long time since I've read it. I haven't read it in at least 6 years. So it's time to revisit it, see if my feelings are still the same about this book, and I'm going to do it. I have so many good feelings associated with this book, and so I hope that it does not let me down. But one of the things I want to start doing is rereading things that I haven't read in a long time to see if I still feel the same way about them. Because, like, time has passed. I have changed. Will my feelings about these books also change? So The Host is one of them. I have down here the whole the Mortal Instruments series, which I haven't read since high school, and I'm interested. I want to reread these. I bought the paperbacks from someone on Facebook, haven't read them since. That I hope to do sometime soon as well, just because I don't know, like, will they stand the test of time? They used to be my favorites. Are they still my favorites? I don't know. The next book I'd like to read this summer is The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski. So again, this is a fairy loot book I do not know much about at all. I just own it, got it in a recent box, and I want to read it. I want to read more of my fairy loot books. I've said that in a couple of videos now, but I'm trying really hard because they're hit and miss for me. Some of them I don't like really at all, like Shielded. And then some of them I love, like this Golden Flame, which is to be expected. But if there are way more books that I don't like than books that I like, it might be time to let that subscription go. So I'm not sure. But I will read this and we'll see. And then the last book on my TBR is yet another fairy loot read. So this is The Prison Healer by Lynette Nani. This is not a book I know much about either, except that it takes place in a prison. And there's like some kind of queen who's in charge of a rebellion or something, and people are like trying to reach her in this prison, I think. I don't know. So that's this book. So 10 books total. Most of them I own physically. And if you could see my space now, I've got like pile of books, pile of books, pile of books, pile of books in this whole corner. But yeah, so lots of things on my radar, and then also probably some things that I'll just find. I am so excited to not be moving this summer. I cannot express how much I don't want to move. And I mean move like across state lines. Last summer I moved twice. No, the summer before last I moved twice within 2 weeks. And then last summer I moved for my current job, but my contract got renewed. I am staying here for at least another year. I like my apartment complex, which is truly just luck, because I was looking for a new place to live right during the height of COVID and had never seen or stepped foot on this place physically until I got here to sign my lease. So I'm glad that I like it, and that means that I hope to do a lot of reading. Like, I feel like I did quite a lot last summer, but I was also moving and it was stressful, and I was trying to do a video every day series, and I don't know why I did that. I'm not gonna do it again. Not anytime soon. So no, this is going to be a chill summer. I will have an entire video out with some of my other goals for the summer, but yeah, because I'm not moving, I have access to the library here, and that just whoosh, throws open all of my reading opportunities, and I am excited to take advantage of them. So if you have made it this far, please let me know, what are you reading this summer or hope to read soon, because I would love to know. I will never pass up an opportunity to add a book to my never-ending TBR, and I just love hearing about new books. So definitely drop a comment down below, and if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.